Hi everyone, welcome back to Beginner Crochet series part 3. In previous episodes, we learned about basic things needed to start crochet, how to pick right yarn and hook, easy methods to hold yarn and hook, and how to make slip knot. If you have missed it, I'll leave the link in the iCard above here, also in the description box below. Feel free to check it before starting. In today's episode, we are learning how to make chains or foundation chains and how to count them. So I'll first make a slip knot. So to make a slip knot, hold your yarn like this, twist, fold, and slowly pull the working yarn outside. So this is my preferred way to make a slip knot. So once you are done with your slip knot, I would like to hold my hook like a knife. This is a knife grip. After making a slip knot, there are a few things you need to keep in mind before making chains. And the first thing is, after holding your yarn, make sure this index finger. So this is where we get tension. This is the workspace and this is the finger that provides tension to our work. So keep this nice and straight. And then the second point is, you can see we have enough room here. So when I insert my hook here, you can see it has enough room for my hook to pass through that loop easily. If I make it too tight like this, you can see there is no space in here. Tighter tension is a nightmare for beginners. That's where most of them struggle and quit. So make sure to pull your hook slightly towards the right hand side. So if you keep pulling your hook towards your right hand side, it easily gives you that space here. So make sure your index finger is all nice and straight, and then make sure before making every chain you have enough room here for your hook to pass through. So now we are making our first chain. For that, we will take our hook from left hand side to right hand side. While doing so, grab the working yarn on top of this hook. This process is called yarn over because the yarn is over the hook. There is again two methods, yarn over and yarn under. We will discuss about it in later episodes, but now as a beginner, stick with yarn over method. So take the hook from left hand side to right hand side. While doing so, take this yarn over your hook. So yarn is over the hook, and then stuck the yarn in the throat like this. So you can see the yarn is tucked in the throat here. And now you can see we are taking that yarn through this loop. Again, go from left hand side to right hand side. Grab the working yarn over the hook and now tuck it here in the head and slowly pull the yarn through this loop. So this is the first chain. This is the second chain. I'll show you one more. Take your hook from left hand side to right hand side. Grab the yarn, working yarn, tuck the yarn here and slowly pull the yarn through this loop. Left hand side to right hand side. Grab the working yarn, tuck it and slowly pull through the loop. When I started making chains, these two fingers, my thumb and middle finger, were here. But as you move along, you need to shift these two fingers. See, I made one chain and then shift your finger to the next chain. Again, make one chain, shift. make one chain, shift. Once you got good experience, you can easily make 3, 4 chains just like this. But now keep shifting the grip after making every chain. So shift, make a chain, shift, make a chain, shift, and so on. So these are the chains. If you look at the anatomy of your chain, individual chain, it has 3 stitches. I will show you. You can see a V stitch here, another V stitch. Every chain has a V stitch, and if you turn your work around, you can see these back bars behind every V stitch. So you can see this. These are the back bars. So every chain has a V stitch and a back bar. So if you are working like this, then this is the front loop. This is the loop towards us, and this is the loop away from us in a V stitch. So this is a front loop, this is a back loop. And if you turn your work around, you can see tiny bumps. These are called the back bars. Every chain has front loop, back loop, and a back bar. I will now show you how to count your stitch. As I said, this knot here is never counted as a stitch. So this is the first chain we made, second chain, third chain. Every V stitch is considered as one chain. So one chain, two chain, three chain, four chain, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you can see this is the loop that is holding my hook. This is where my hook is. This is never considered as a stitch. So this is not a chain. This is a loop on the hook. So we totally have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is the last V. And you can see this is the loop. This is not a chain. So don't consider this as a chain. So we totally made 10 chain here. So this is how we make chains and count them. We are wrapping up here. In our next video, we will be talking everything about single crochet. If you like this tutorial, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching.